Flying vehicles, wearable exoskeletons, smart glasses. These are just some of the many amazing technologies developed today that can dramatically improve our lives, both individually and as a society. While these devices already exist, they're not very useful right now. This is due to their limited operating durations. Batteries today simply don't store enough energy. All these awesome inventions will only remain a dream as long as battery technology doesn't advance at a quicker rate. The past few decades have seen many improvements to lithium-ion batteries, but we still need to achieve a large leap in terms of its energy density and cost per watt-hour in order to truly enable such devices. Among the many potential next-generation technologies proposed, an up-and-coming front-runner are all solid-state batteries. Recent years have seen an explosion in solid-state battery research and development, with many companies racing towards commercializing its technology for various applications, including electric vehicles and grid storage. Toyota has even recently announced plans to unveil the world's first solid-state battery-powered electric vehicle during the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. So, what are solid-state batteries? Well, solid-state batteries are not very different from conventional lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries, such as those currently used in our mobile devices, utilize intercalation technology, with lithium ions being exchanged between the positive electrode and negative electrode. Akin to moving water down from an elevated height, but instead of harvesting gravitational potential energy, we use chemical potential energy instead. And just as how we need rivers to allow water to flow, we need electrolytes to allow lithium ions to flow. Most electrolytes used in lithium-ion batteries today are made up of an organic liquid. While these liquid electrolytes are highly reliable and robust, they're also flammable in nature and have a limited operating temperature range. This is especially dangerous when used in large systems that have resulted in several nasty incidents over the years. In solid-state batteries, these liquid electrolytes are instead replaced with a solid electrolyte. These solid electrolytes are non-flammable and can withstand wide operating temperature ranges without experiencing cell failure. Such features lower the chance of battery fires occurring and reduces cooling power requirements needed to keep battery temperatures low. Here's an example of a solid-state battery made by researchers in the University of California, San Diego. These improved safety features are vital to address growing concerns, such as in airline safety, military applications, and devices operating under extreme conditions. But how do solid electrolytes work? Instead of having to swim through a liquid electrolyte, lithium ions are instead transported via solid-state diffusion. Think of yourself playing a game of musical chairs with your friends, where you're only allowed to move by shifting to another empty chair. If all the chairs are occupied, no players could move. But if some friends decided not to show up, players can now diffuse by moving through each empty chair, also known as a vacancy. This creates an overall net flux of humans through these chairs. To use a more scientific example, let's take a material everyone's familiar with, sodium chloride, or table salt. But instead of sodium, let's use lithium chloride instead. As with our musical chairs example, lithium cannot move within this structure as all the lithium spots are currently occupied. Here, we cannot simply remove lithium like how we removed players in musical chairs, as it would create a charge imbalance in our crystal structure. However, we can compensate for this by substituting lithium for another cation with a higher oxidation state, such as magnesium. This is known as an Aliovalent substitution. Doing so allows us to maintain charge balance while at the same time generating a lithium vacancy, allowing lithium ions to diffuse. Our magnesium-doped lithium chloride crystal now becomes ionically conductive. Such diffusion exhibits what is scientifically known as Arrhenius behavior. This means that the hotter the environment, the faster lithium is transported, and the higher power we can get from the battery. High thermal stabilities of solid-state batteries may potentially allow ultra-fast charging or discharging of our devices by simply heating it up during operation. I guess you could say that's so lit. Besides higher power, solid-state batteries are also believed to bring about higher energy densities compared to conventional lithium-ion batteries. I know what you might be thinking. How would changing out a liquid electrolyte for a solid one changes energy density, since the electrodes provide the capacity, not the electrolyte? One reason is that solid-state batteries are believed to be able to adopt the holy grail of battery electrodes, metallic lithium, as the anode. Because lithium metal is very light and takes up much less volume than graphite, which is commonly used in today's batteries, we can drastically reduce the weight and space taken up by each cell, providing more capacity or energy per kilogram or liter. Now, this only considers things at the cell level. The true potential for solid-state batteries lies in its pack and system level. As there are no liquids used in each cell, solid-state batteries can be stacked on top of each other. Without using individual packaging that consists of unwanted dead weight such as plastics and metal foils, this achieves another level of energy density increase when compared at the pack level. At the system level, its excellent thermal stability allows it to operate well without having sophisticated thermal cooling management systems. These cooling systems often consume energy from the battery pack itself to keep itself cool. Reducing such requirements provides more space to pack energy into each device and also increases its overall efficiency. However, solid-state batteries also come with their set of challenges that impede their commercialization. While many solid electrolytes have been discovered over the years, they can be broadly classified into three main categories: polymers, oxides, and sulfides. Each type exhibits extremely different physical and electrochemical properties. As you can tell, none of these solid electrolytes exhibit the combined required properties in a battery. Obstacles such as air sensitivity, electrochemical instability, and poor mechanical properties still restrict scalable fabrication of solid-state batteries. While battery scientists around the world are very close to resolving some of these problems using a combination of nanotechnology and innovative engineering design, there's still a huge gap between transferring such advances from laboratory-scaled prototypes to commercial production lines. However, this hasn't stopped many private and public institutions from putting resources into its development at the commercial level. Major players in the field are closely watching new developments in the scientific community, waiting for the right moment to invest in this technology and be the first to bring it into the market. The advent of solid-state batteries are no longer a question of whether, but of when, and many believe it to be an inevitable outcome for the future of energy storage solutions. The world of batteries is an exciting one. We hope you've enjoyed this general introduction to solid-state batteries, and stay tuned for our future videos.